Here we will see local function in C#. Local function allows you to declare a method inside the body of an already defined method and can be accessed from this method only. That is, you can specify that local function is a private function of a function whose scope is limited to that function in which it is created. This encapsulates functionality very tightly and also makes it clear to any readers of your code that this functionality is only relevant for the declaring method. The type of local function is similar to the type of function in which it is defined. You can only call the local function from their container members. A local function looks like a regular method but without the visibility modifier, since a local function is always only accessible from within the declaring method. Local functions in C# are the special kind of inner functions, or you can say sub-function or a function within a function that can be declared and defined by the parent function. These methods or functions are the private methods for their containing type and are only called by their parent method. Now we'll see why you need the local function. If you want to execute some piece of code multiple times within a method, then you can put those codes as an inner function, or you can say the local function within that method. Then call that method function whenever required from the parent method. Some of the examples where we can create local functions are small helper functions to be used several times within the main or parent method. Parameter validation functions for any iterations or asynchronous methods. An alternate to recursive function, as local function comparatively takes less memory due to the reduced call stack. General syntax for defining a local function is modify return type method name with parameter list. You can use the following modifiers with a local function: asynchronous, unsafe, and if you are using C# 8.0 or later, you can use static, and if you are using C# 9.0, you can use extern. A static local function can't capture local variables or instance state, and external local function must be static. All local variables that are defined in the containing member, including its method parameters, are accessible in a non-static local function. Unlike a method definition, a local function definition cannot include the member access modifier. Because all the local functions are private, including an access modifier such as private keyword generates compiler error. Different points to remember while working with local functions are: local functions are declared inside a methods, constructors, property accessors, event accessors, anonymous methods, lambda expressions, finalizers, and other local functions. You cannot declare a local function in the expression bodied member. Local function makes your program more readable and also save you from mistakenly called methods because you cannot call a local function directly. In a local function, you are allowed to use asynchronous and unsafe modifiers. Local function can access the local variables that are defined inside the container method, including method parameters. You are not allowed to use any member access modifiers in the local function definition, including private keyword, because they are by default private and you are not allowed to make them public. You are also not allowed to use static keyword with local function. You are also not allowed to apply attributes to the local function or to its parameters or to its parameter types. Multiple local functions are allowed, and overloading is not allowed for local functions. Advantages of using local functions are: You are allowed to create logic generic functions. You are allowed to pass out or reference parameters in local functions. And you are allowed to use params in local function. Here we will write a program to explain local function. As you know, local functions are written inside already declared function. So in main method, I will define local function void add value. Since local function have the same access file in which that function is declared, so we have write void add value with two parameters a and b, and here I will write console.writeLine value of a is plus a, then value of b, I will print value of b, and then I will print sum of a and b, which is a plus b. And in this main method I will execute this local function add value, and if I execute, it will display value of a, b and sum of a, b. We can call this local function number of times. So I will call once again with 30, 40, and if I execute, it will display value of a 10, value of b 20 and a plus b 30, and again value of a 30, value of b 40 and a plus b 70.